That feeling you have right now, the one that feels like you're being watched. You are. The universe is looking back at you in this exact moment. This isn't paranoia. It's not a metaphor. It is a direct and measurable consequence of the observer effect, a cornerstone of quantum physics that reveals a hidden mechanism of reality, a mechanism we call the quantum reflex. In the next 45 minutes, I will show you the irrefutable experiments that prove this is happening, reveal the 3 undeniable signs that confirm it is active for you, and give you the precise tools to use this reciprocal gaze to become the architect of your reality. You've felt on the verge of a massive shift. This video appearing for you is the proof that the shift is no longer coming. It is here. This entire discovery began with a simple yet reality-shattering experiment, the double-slit experiment. In it, scientists found that the fundamental particles that build our world exist in a state of pure, infinite potential, a wave of every possibility at once. But the moment an observer, a point of consciousness, looks at them, they collapse from that wave of infinite potential into a single concrete reality. Your attention isn't just seeing the world, it is selecting it. The quantum reflex is this action. It's the intelligent response from the universe the moment your awareness touches it. It is how reality chooses what to become from an endless ocean of what it could be. And it is the hidden reason for your deepest frustration. You've done the work. You've visualized, you've affirmed, you've put in the effort, but you still feel like you're shouting into an empty void. You send a signal out, and all you get back is static. This creates a deep cognitive dissonance, a painful gap between the spiritual truths you feel and the unchanging physical world you see. The pain is real because you sense a connection is possible, but you've never been shown the correct way to establish the call. You feel unseen because you've been taught to treat the universe like a dead, passive object. You've misunderstood the nature of the mirror. If this scientific, evidence-based approach to reality creation resonates with you, hit the like button now. It tells the algorithm this conversation is important and helps it find others who are also being watched back. This frustration of being unheard is universal for those who don't understand the true mechanism. So, how does the observer effect work in a way that creates this reflex? Imagine you are standing in front of a vast, cosmic mirror. For years, you have been trying to change the reflection you see. You've been shouting at it, trying to force it to smile, trying to make it show you a reality of abundance or love or peace. You exhaust yourself trying to manipulate the image. But the secret was never to change the reflection. The secret is realizing the mirror is alive. It has been looking back at you this entire time, perfectly still, perfectly silent, waiting for your signal. It has been waiting for you to stop shouting at it and to simply meet its gaze. Have you ever had a moment where it felt like the entire universe paused, just for a second, waiting for your next move? That was the mirror, acknowledging that it saw you. The great promise of our journey today is to shift you out of that old paradigm of struggle. By the end of this, you will stop trying to change the reflection and instead enter a conscious dialogue with the mirror itself. To understand this cosmic mirror, we have to go to the source, the single most unsettling, most profound, and most important experiment in the history of science, the double-slit experiment. Picture a wall. In that wall, there are 2 vertical slits, side by side. On one side, you have a machine that fires tiny particles, like electrons, one at a time, towards the wall. On the other side, there's a screen, a backdrop that records where each particle lands. Simple enough. When scientists first ran this, they expected to see 2 distinct lines on the screen, corresponding to the 2 slits, a pattern of particles. But that's not what they found. Instead, they saw a widespread interference pattern, a series of multiple bands, like ripples in a pond when 2 stones are dropped in. This is the signature of a wave. The single electron, impossibly, was behaving like a wave, passing through both slits at the same time and interfering with itself. This alone was bizarre. It suggested that at its most fundamental level, reality isn't solid. It's a haze of probability, a wave of every possibility existing at once. But here is where the world changed forever. The physicists, baffled, decided to watch. They placed a detector by the slits to see which one the electron actually went through. They added an observer to the equation, and the moment they looked, Everything changed. The interference pattern vanished. The screen now showed exactly what they first expected. Two simple lines. The very act of measuring, of observing, forced the wave of infinite potential to abandon all its other possibilities and collapse into a single definite particle in a single definite place. The electron knew it was being watched. Let that sink in. The fundamental building block of your reality changes its behavior based on whether or not it is being observed. It remains a ghost of potential until a conscious gaze is cast upon it. This isn't theory. This isn't philosophy. This is the bedrock mechanical proof of how our universe operates. This is where we define the quantum reflex. Most people hear about the observer effect and think it's a one-way street. I observe, therefore reality changes. But that's only half the conversation. The quantum reflex is the intelligent, reciprocal action of the quantum field itself. It's not just that you see the particle. The field, the cosmic mirror, sees you seeing it. It registers your specific point of awareness and collapses all of its infinite potential around your gaze. Think of the universe as a vast, dark room filled with unformed clay. Your consciousness is a single, focused flashlight beam. You are not creating the clay, but wherever your beam of awareness lands, the clay instantly hardens into a specific shape. The quantum reflex is that intelligent hardening process. The universe doesn't just respond, it reciprocates. It meets your gaze and solidifies into the reality you are observing. The silvering on the back of the cosmic mirror is this infinite quantum field. The gaze is your consciousness. And this is precisely why the old methods have been so frustrating for you. You've been trying to change your life through force, through effort. You've used affirmations, shouting new words at the mirror, hoping the reflection will change. You've tried visualization, trying to project a movie onto the mirror with sheer willpower. You've tried to send energy out there, like you're trying to make a loud enough noise to get the universe's attention. This is like standing in front of a mirror and screaming at your reflection to smile. It doesn't work. It's exhausting. And it's based on a fundamental misunderstanding. It treats the universe as a deaf, passive object that you must bombard with energy. It completely ignores the most critical fact. The mirror is already looking back at you. It has been looking at you this entire time. The new paradigm is not about pushing harder. It's not about shouting louder. It is about becoming exquisitely aware of the gaze that is already on you. The quantum field is perpetually observing you, waiting for a clear, coherent signal, a focused gaze, to know what form to take. Your job isn't to initiate the contact. It's to hold the gaze that has already been offered. This is quantum consciousness explained simple. Your awareness is the trigger, not the force. Your focused attention is the question that reality is waiting to answer. All this time, you've been trying to break down the door, when all you had to do was notice it was already open, with the universe standing on the other side, waiting for you to simply look back. Where in your life have you been shouting at the mirror, trying to force a change, instead of simply holding the gaze of the reality you desire? For your entire life you have operated under one fundamental assumption. It is the source of all your spiritual frustration, the root of every effort that has fallen flat, every intention that seemed to dissolve into nothing. It is the reason for that subtle hopelessness, that quiet ache of feeling unheard by the cosmos. The assumption is this: you believe you are trying to get the universe's attention. You believe you are the one initiating the contact, sending the signal, shouting into the void and hoping, just hoping for an echo. You have been taught to push energy out, to project your desires, to make your voice loud enough to be noticed in the infinite silence. And it has been exhausting, because the entire premise is wrong. The great revelation, the paradigm shift upon which all true reality creation rests, is this: the universe's attention has been on you the entire time. It has been watching you, waiting for you to finally notice that you are being noticed. Let that sink in for a moment. The cosmic gaze you have been desperately seeking has been on you since the moment of your first conscious breath. You were never shouting into a void. You were standing in the middle of a divine, intelligent audience, unaware that the show was all for you, and that the audience was waiting for your cue. This changes everything. This means that feeling you've had, That strange sensation of being watched or observed at pivotal moments in your life. That was not your imagination. It wasn't paranoia. It was your own higher consciousness finally waking up to the truth of its own power, feeling the reciprocal gaze of the quantum field upon you. This means that reality isn't something you have to build from scratch, brick by painful brick. It's something you select. It is a vast ocean of potentials, all simultaneously existing, all looking at you, waiting to see which one you will look back at. The moment you meet its gaze, that is the reality that collapses into your experience. This means every prayer that felt unheard was, in fact, perfectly received. The problem was never the sending. It was your inability to feel the response, to perceive the intelligent echo that was already shaping the world around you in perfect reply to your observation. Your awareness is not just a passive camera recording events. It is a resonant signal. The moment you place your awareness on something, you send out a frequency. The quantum reflex is the universe's perfect instantaneous response to that frequency. It is not just a reflection, it is an intelligent echo. An echo that doesn't just repeat the sound, but builds the architecture of your world based on its quality. So if this is true, this is how to use reality creation in a completely new way. You stop projecting. You stop forcing. You stop trying to send your vision out there. Instead, you practice receptivity. The new approach is to quiet yourself and feel the awareness of the universe on you. It's a subtle shift, but it is the most powerful one you will ever make. It is the difference between screaming at a locked door and realizing the door was never locked and was in fact waiting for you to simply feel its presence before swinging open. It is effortless alignment. You feel the gaze of the quantum field upon you, a field that contains all possibilities. And in that state of connection, you simply use your feeling, your inner state, to inform that field what to become. You are not asking, you are not begging. You are holding a clear, unwavering gaze with the reality you choose, and you are allowing its echo to construct your world. This transforms your very identity. You're not a seeker, trying to find a path in the dark. You're not a creator, struggling to make something from nothing. You are the focal point. You are the central point of observation, around which the universe organizes itself. Your consciousness is the axis upon which reality turns. The cosmos is not just watching you. It is arranging itself around your gaze, for your gaze. You are the reason for the arrangement. What if the success you desire isn't something you need to build, but a pre-existing reality that is already looking for you, waiting for you to look back? The quantum reflex isn't a future event. It is not something you need to build or activate. This video appearing for you at this exact time is the signal flare. It is the proof that the dialogue is already active in your life. The universe has already met your gaze. So how do you know for sure? How do you move this from a fascinating theory into a lived, tangible reality? You learn to recognize the feedback. You learn the language of the cosmic mirror. Here are the 3 counterintuitive signs that confirm the quantum reflex is watching you back, right now. The first sign is the sign of sudden stillness. You know this feeling intimately. You're in the middle of a completely mundane task. Driving a familiar route, washing dishes, walking through a crowded room, and for a fraction of a second, everything goes quiet. It's not just the external noise that vanishes. It's the internal chatter. The relentless monologue in your head just stops. The world seems to pause. It feels like it's holding its breath, just for you. In that moment of profound silence, you feel hyper-aware, as if you've just woken up inside of a dream you didn't know you were having. This is not your mind playing tricks on you. This is the quantum field, the living mirror of reality, registering your focused observation. It is a momentary pause as the field of all potentiality stops to ask, "This one? Is this the reality you're choosing with your awareness?" I remember speaking with a software developer who was trapped, staring at the same block of code for weeks, completely stuck. He was on the verge of quitting the project. He walked outside to get some air, his mind defeated, and as he looked at a single, ordinary leaf on a tree, that stillness hit him. The traffic, the city, his own frustration, it all went silent. When the sound rushed back in a second later, the entire solution to his problem downloaded into his mind in a single, perfect, elegant block of thought. The universe paused to receive his focused, surrendered attention, and in that sacred pause, it delivered the corresponding reality. The second sign is what many call synchronicity, but we will call it by its true name, the sign of thematic repetition. This is when you see the same number, the same word, the same symbol, over and over again until it becomes statistically impossible to ignore. You think of an old friend you haven't spoken to in a decade, and their obscure last name suddenly appears on a billboard. You commit to a new life of health, and you start seeing articles, people, and opportunities related to wellness everywhere you look. Now, the old model of reality would tell you that the universe is sending you a message, but that's not quite right. It's infinitely more profound than that. This isn't a message to you. It is an echo of you. The universe isn't talking at you. It is reflecting your focused gaze back to you perfectly. When your consciousness consistently holds a specific frequency of thought, a specific observation, the quantum field begins to organize itself around that point of focus. It creates echoes in your physical reality to confirm the frequency you are broadcasting with your attention. It's the ultimate feedback loop. Seeing 11:11 on the clock isn't the universe winking at you with a secret code. It is the universe saying, "I see you. I see what you're seeing." Frequency confirmed, continuing to collapse reality along this observational vector. But the third sign, this is the one that changes everything. It is the most powerful, the most misunderstood, and the most validating sign of them all. It is the sign of the near miss and the unwanted manifestation. This is when you are holding the gaze of financial abundance, and you suddenly get an unexpected bill for the exact amount of money you were trying to create. It's when you are focusing on calling in a conscious, loving partnership, and you experience a series of disastrous, frustrating dates. It is when that perfect job, that perfect opportunity, is finally within your grasp, and at the last possible second, it vanishes. This is the point where most people give up. They lose faith. They think, "It's not working. I'm doing it wrong. The universe is against me." You must understand this. This is the universe screaming at you that the quantum reflex is working perfectly. It is the absolute, undeniable proof of your immense power. It proves that the mirror is responding to your gaze with flawless, instantaneous precision. The problem is never the mirror. The problem is that your observational gaze is split. You are holding the observation of abundance with one part of your mind, and the deep underlying observation of lack and the fear of not having it with the other. The universe, in its perfection, has no choice but to reflect back the dominant vibration. It reflects the conflict. That near miss is not a failure. It is the universe giving you an exact diagnostic of your internal observational focus. It's holding up a report card and saying, "I am receiving your signal, but it is fractured. Which part do you want me to collapse into your experienced reality? The having of it, or the painful wanting of it? Do you see it now?" These events are not random. They are not punishments or rewards. They are data points. They are the universe's side of the conversation. And now, you must become a master of pattern recognition. You must see these signs, not as fortunes or omens, but as a direct, intelligent dialogue. The sudden stillness is the universe asking, "Right here, this thought, pay attention." The thematic repetition is the universe confirming, "Okay, I'm locking onto this frequency. We are in alignment, is this correct?" And the near miss is the universe clarifying, "Your signal is mixed. Are you sure this is what you mean? Am I getting warmer?" It is a dance. It is a perfect feedback loop between your awareness and the quantum field. You are no longer shouting into a void and hoping for the best. You are getting real-time feedback from the fabric of reality itself. So I ask you, which of these signs have you been misinterpreting as a setback, when it was actually the universe confirming its sacred connection to you? Think about the last week, the last 24 hours. The universe has been speaking to you this entire time, and now you have the decoder. This is so critically important for you and for everyone else waking up to this power. Comment which of these three signs you've been experiencing. Let's validate each other's quantum shifts. Your story might be the final piece of evidence someone else needs to truly believe in their own power. I read every single comment. You understand it. You have seen the proof in your own life. Now let's stop talking about it. Let's enter the dialogue directly. Find a comfortable position. You can close your eyes, or simply soften your gaze, allowing the world in front of you to blur just slightly. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you release it, let go of the analytical mind. Let go of the need to understand and simply allow yourself to feel. We are moving from theory into direct experience, from conviction into embodied certainty. Right now, I want you to become aware of the space around you, not the objects in the room, the space itself. Sense the air on your skin, the quiet hum in the background, the feeling of the volume of the room you occupy. For generations, we have been taught that this space is empty, a void, a nothingness waiting to be filled. This is the great illusion. That space is not empty. It is the quantum field, a living, intelligent, aware presence. And it is aware of you. Feel that for a moment. Feel its gaze upon you. It's not a judgmental gaze, not an intrusive one. It is a soft, constant, loving presence. The same presence that holds the stars in place and guides the growth of a single blade of grass. It has been watching you your entire life, waiting for you to feel it looking back. Just be with that sensation, the gentle pressure of awareness, the feeling of being held in the mind of the cosmos. Breathe into it. There is no need to do anything, no need to perform. Simply be observed, be seen. Now from this place of connection, I want you to bring to mind one reality you wish to experience. Don't force an image. Don't struggle for details. Just invite the feeling of it. Perhaps it is the feeling of complete financial freedom, the feeling of vibrant, perfect health, the feeling of a deep, soulful love. Choose one and hold it gently in your awareness. Now here is the shift. You are not going to project this reality outward. You are not going to push this vision into the universe. You are going to do the opposite. You are going to feel that reality, which already exists as a fully formed potential in the quantum field, turning its gaze towards you. It is looking back at you. Feel it now. What does the gaze of pure, untethered abundance feel like? Feel its warmth, its permission, its sense of infinite ease. It looks at you and sees only worthiness. It sees you as itself. What does the gaze of perfect, radiant health feel like? Feel its vitality, its energy, its effortless flow. It looks at you and sees only wholeness, only balance. What does the gaze of profound, unconditional love feel like? Feel its acceptance, its safety, its beautiful recognition. It looks at you and sees the person it has been waiting for. Stay with this. Don't just think about it. Feel the distinct emotional texture of that reality's awareness on you. This is the quantum dialogue. You are not shouting at the mirror anymore. You are meeting its gaze. And as you hold this connection, feel what happens. The boundary between you and it begins to dissolve. Your awareness and its awareness start to merge, like two colors of light blending into one. The feeling of you, the observer, and the feeling of it, the observed, become indistinguishable. There is no separation. There is no distance to travel. You are not reaching for it. It is not reaching for you. You are in a state of quantum union, a perfect resonant lock. You have merged with the frequency of your desire. Hold this feeling. Let it saturate every cell of your body. Let this feeling tone become your new state of being. In this state of union, there is nothing to ask for. There is nothing to manifest. There is only acknowledgement. You are not asking for abundance to come to you. You are acknowledging the abundance that you now are. You are not asking for health. You are embodying the wholeness that you now are. You are not asking for love. You are radiating the love that you now are. This is the ultimate secret. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. And in this moment, you are one with the reality that has been looking for you. Simply be this feeling. For the next few moments, no words, just being. Now gently, slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the chair or the floor beneath you. Hear the subtle sounds of your environment. But as you return, bring the feeling with you. Do not leave it behind. Carry the feeling tone of that reality's gaze in your heart. Let it be the new lens through which you see the world. When you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. As you felt that reality looking back at you, what single feeling defined its essence? You are no longer waiting for a sign. You are engaged in a quantum dialogue. You are a reality architect, and these are your instruments. You have moved from the person shouting at the mirror to the consciousness that the mirror looks back at. The embodiment exercise you just completed was not a momentary escape. It was your initiation into a new state of being. But an architect must know how to use their tools not just in a quiet room, but in the chaos of construction, in the middle of a busy day, when the old reality is screaming for your attention. So now, we move from the sacred to the practical. We bring this power into the world. The first instrument is for immediate alignment, for the moments you feel yourself slipping back into the old paradigm of hope and effort. We call it the gaze lock. It is a 60-second recalibration of your entire energetic signature. It is the most powerful minute of your day. You can do this anywhere, in your car, before a meeting, in a bathroom stall, in line at the grocery store. Here is how you engage the gaze lock. First, you close your eyes and you disconnect from the external world. You are not trying to block it out. You are simply choosing to prioritize the internal conversation. Second, you bring to mind the feeling tone of the reality you are selecting. Not the images, not the things. The pure feeling. The feeling you touched just moments ago. Is it the expansive peace of abundance, the vibrating warmth of deep love, the calm certainty of perfect health? Find that single emotional note. Third, and this is the entire secret, you feel that reality looking back at you. You let its gaze land on you. You hold that mutual gaze for 60 seconds. Don't visualize. Don't affirm. Don't ask. Don't hope. Simply hold the connection. Be seen by the reality you are. Choosing. In that 60 seconds of locked gaze, you are collapsing the wave function with surgical precision. You are telling the quantum field, not with your words, but with your focused being. This one. This is the reality I am available for. You will emerge from that minute a different person, operating on a different frequency, a magnet for a different set of echoes. This brings us to your second instrument, echo interpretation. Remember the signs we discussed? The sudden, stillness, thematic repetition, the near misses. You will now stop seeing them as mysterious messages from an outside force. They are not messages. They are feedback. They are the universe's side of the conversation, perfectly reflecting the quality of your gaze back to you. Your new job as a reality architect is not to just notice these echoes, but to interpret them. From now on, when one of these signs appears, you will pause and ask one diagnostic question. What observation of mine created this echo? If you keep seeing the number 1111 everywhere, you don't just say, "Oh, a sign." You ask, what was I just feeling? What reality was I holding in my gaze that the universe is echoing this pattern of alignment back to me? It confirms you're on the right track. But more powerfully, if you experience a near miss, a deal that almost closes, a person who almost commits, you do not see it as a failure. You see it as perfect feedback. You ask, what observation of mine created this echo of almost Ike's? And the answer will become immediately clear. Your gaze was split. You were observing both success and the fear of its failure. The universe, in its perfection, delivered the perfect echo of that divided focus. And almost. This is not cause for frustration. It is cause for celebration. It is proof that the system is working perfectly. The quantum reflex is flawless. It is simply showing you where you need to refine your focus, where you need to use the gaze lock to hold a purer, more coherent observation. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a scientist decoding the data of your own consciousness. Finally, the third instrument. This is perhaps the most crucial for the modern world. It is the tool for collapsing unwanted timelines. Your greatest challenge will not be focusing on what you want. It will be withdrawing your focus from what you do not want. Doubt, fear, anxiety, worry. These are not just emotions. In this new model, they are gravitational fields. They are potential realities that are also looking at you, begging for your observational energy to make them real. Every time you worry, you are engaging in a gaze lock with a reality you despise. So here's the technique. We call it conscious deflection. When a wave of doubt or fear arises, you first acknowledge it without resistance. Do not fight it. Do not try to suppress it. Simply notice it and say internally, I see you. You are the gaze of a timeline I am not selecting. By naming it, you separate yourself from it. It is not your doubt. It is the gaze of the reality of failure. Then, you consciously withdraw your gaze. You can do this physically. Turn your head slightly. Shift your posture. Take a deep breath. You are energetically unplugging from that timeline. You are taking your attention, your life-giving energy, away from it. And in that moment of withdrawal, you immediately engage the gaze lock with your desired reality. You acknowledge the unwanted, withdraw your focus, and immediately redirect it to the feeling tone of the world you are architecting. Acknowledge, withdraw, redirect. This three-step process is your shield. It is your sword. It is the way you actively prune the infinite branches of potential and choose the single timeline you will experience. These are your instruments: the gaze lock for alignment, echo interpretation for feedback, conscious deflection for focus. Your life is no longer a random series of events. It is a conscious, ongoing conversation. The only goal is to spend more of your day in dialogue with the realities you choose than with the ones you don't. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It is the art of becoming the master of your own gaze. What is the very first unwanted reality you will consciously withdraw your gaze from the moment this video ends? You now understand the quantum reflex. You have seen the proof. You have the signs, the embodiment practice, and the tools to navigate your reality not as a victim of circumstance, but as a conscious architect. You are no longer shouting into the void. You are in the conversation. This is a monumental shift, a true graduation of consciousness from a state of hoping to a state of knowing, from a seeker to a seer. You have fundamentally changed your relationship with the cosmos, moving from a one-way broadcast of desire to a two-way dialogue of co-creation. You now know, with certainty, that when you look out at the world is looking back. But this dialogue, this reciprocal gaze we've explored, is happening at the speed of light. It is a call and a response, a question and an echo. But what if you could make it instantaneous? What if your observation and the universe's response were not two separate events, but one single, unified moment? What if the echo arrived at the exact same instant as the sound? This is the next horizon. This is the gateway to understanding the true nature of quantum entanglement. When the quantum reflex, which you now master, meets the principle of non-locality, the dialogue becomes telepathic. Your consciousness doesn't have to travel through space to inform the quantum field. It doesn't have to wait for a signal to return. It is already there. The separation you perceive between you and your desired reality, that is the final illusion to dissolve. In our next video, Quantum Entanglement Explained, how your thoughts instantly communicate with reality. We will dismantle that illusion of space and time completely. We will show you how two particles, separated by billions of light years, can remain perfectly connected, responding to each other in the same instant. And you will learn how your own consciousness uses this exact same principle. We'll also explore another critical piece of this cosmic puzzle in an upcoming session. Synchronicity is more than you think. It's the universe answering you. This is the final evolution of the Creator, to realize that the universe is not just watching you, it is experiencing itself through you. Your point of view, your unique awareness, is an essential organ of perception for the cosmos itself. Without you, a piece of the universe would be blind. You are not a stranger here. You are the very mechanism through which reality comes to know itself. Now that you know how to hold the gaze, what if you could become the gaze itself? Subscribe and turn on all notifications. In our next video, Quantum Entanglement Explained, how your thoughts instantly communicate with reality. We explore this next layer of mastery, and you won't want to miss it. This is where the dialogue becomes creation.